Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Kate. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing another Disney College Program type video. I just completed my first week at the Disney College Program, so I was going to do a little overview of everything what happened and just stuff like that. So if you're thinking about doing the program or about to do the program or anything, if you want to know what went on, we're going to talk about it here. Before the week even started, we need to talk about receiving your itinerary. You will need your itinerary with you a few times throughout this week, and it has very, very important information to know to guide you through this week. So you receive your itinerary when you receive your location reveal. So that one location reveal video I did, that's when I got my itinerary. It told me where I was working. On your itinerary, it tells you stuff such as your partner number, which is your ID number, your program dates, your role, your job location, your housing complex, the day and time of your check-in, onboarding, and traditions. So very important thing to have. Now you need a copy of this at check-in and casting, either printed, which I did, so I just like having it printed, or on your phone, so like through email. You just need to have it with you. So now to start off the week, we're starting on Monday. Monday was check-in day for me, and check-in is basically what it is. You're checking in. You can also view this as move-in day if you're living in their provided housing. So my check-in was Monday at 8:45 a.m. Check-in is casual. You can wear whatever you want. They know you're moving, so they want you to be relaxed. Leggings, pants, shorts, and t-shirt would work. I wore something kind of like this, so just a little t-shirt. You just need to be in the Disney look, shoulders up for your housing ID photo, which is right here. So I live about 10 to 15 minutes away from the complex I was checking into, so I left about 8:30. I was running a little late. Whatever. And I got there about 8:46, I would say 8:45. I went through the security to get to the apartment complex area, and he has to see my itinerary to make sure I was doing the program, and he told me to park anywhere by this particular building where the check-in was being held. So I parked, walked into the check-in, and there's a gentleman on my right. I showed him my itinerary and my license. My mom's doing the dishes. And he handed me this program guide. Now your program guide, it has everything and anything you may want to know, just a whole bunch of stuff on it. Now if you're living in the housing, on the back of it will have your address of where you're living and then your apartment key also. Once I was done talking to him, I walked over and took my ID photo. Mine says I'm under 21 because I am under 21, and it also says I am off-site housing. Now this is important because when I go to the complexes, security knows I cannot be there past the visiting hours, and I can't take the Disney transportation because I'm not paying for it. It's not provided for me. So let me cover this up. This is what your ID looks like. It's separate from your Disney ID. So know that. Then after I took my photo, I went to the front of the room, which had a long desk of a few people sitting there on computers. Showed them my license, either my license or itinerary, one of them, and they were the ones to officially check me in to say, I'm here, ready to work. Caitlin Collins is in the building. Once they did that, I walked back to the front. Two women were printing out IDs, so I got my ID there. And then they also handed me like a little pamphlet about the program. And then I also got this like lanyard thing that you can put your IDs in to carry with you. So that whole process took literally like 5 minutes or less. And once I was done, I left. If you are living on site, this is when you would find your apartment and start moving in. Now, your parents cannot go into the check-in area or anyone you bring with, but that's when they can help you move in. They can go to your apartment for that day, everything like that. Next, a few hours later on the same Monday was onboarding. Onboarding, you can call a few different things: casting, security check-in, whatever you want to call it. It's basically where you are getting your security information done. So what you want to bring to this is all on your itinerary, but basically I wrote it down. You want to bring your itinerary, your I-9 documentation. I brought my passport, or there's other things such as your social security card, your birth certificate, for example. They all have to be original documents, no copies. You also want to bring your license or photo ID and your housing ID. So my onboarding time was Monday at 2:15. I got there at 2:45. That's a long story, I'll quickly say. So I got there, I went to the wrong structure, I got lost, parked in the wrong area, walked a mile there in the Florida 90-degree weather, and I was stressing out because it's like be there at the certain time, but that didn't really matter. So quick side note, if you are late to your casting, it is okay. I would really advise to get there on time because it saves you less stress. But it was completely okay that I was late. No one knew I was late besides the girl in front of me who could definitely tell I just like speed walked a mile in Florida weather. So once I walked into the casting building, I waited in line, handed a man my housing ID, and he handed me back a paper with a whole bunch of information about me on it. Now, once I got that paper, waited in another line and went to another room. On the other room, my first stop was going up to a counter. I handed a woman my paper. I had to sign my name saying I'd never like been arrested, like criminal activity, stuff like that. And then once I gave that to her, I walked over and took my blue ID card, which let me cover. This is my blue ID card. The funny thing about this is in the morning and this is in the afternoon. The difference is like 10 inches of hair is gone, but it's the same day. I thought it was quite funny. So once I was done taking my ID photo, I waited in another line to take my fingerprints and fill out some other information about me. I waited in another line and went to a room, and a gentleman made sure I had my I-9 documentation. Then he sent me upstairs. I went upstairs and there was a room with tons of people with computers. You hand them your I-9 documentation and they fill out a bunch of little like fill-in questions regarding your information from your I-9 document. And then once you're done with that, walked out of the room, a woman scanned my housing ID one final time to check that I got all the steps completed and it was time to go. So that whole process, personally for me, it literally felt like it was 2 hours because it was a stressful time being late, but it probably took like 45 minutes to an hour at most. I advise that when you go to the casting building, you take time to look at everything. This building is honestly so cool and detailed, Disney oriented, everything down to the entrance doorknobs, which are the doorknobs from Alice in Wonderland, that one face doorknob with like the nose. If you know Alice in Wonderland, you may know what I'm talking about, or Google it. Those are the doorknobs to open the doors of the building. And then they just have like cool statues and paintings everywhere. So that was Monday, wrapped up, long day, but got a lot done. Tuesday. So Tuesday was the welcome event. Disney College Program hosts 3 welcome events for my program every Tuesday, week after week, I believe they are. And they're just so program students can get to know each other. The welcome event is being held at the same complex every single Tuesday night from 7 to 10, and each one has different themes. Since I don't live on site, I wasn't really planning on going, but I kind of knew in the back of my head, I'm gonna end up going to this. I went because I'm in a group me. I'm in way too many group me's of this program, but one of my group me's is an off-site living, and a bunch of girls in it were like, we want to go to this event, but we don't want to go alone. Like, we want to meet people, but we just don't want to go alone. So I'm like, okay, well, we all want to go, but no one wants to go alone. So why don't we just all go and meet each other there, right? I know, I'm such an intellect. So when I told the girls let's do that, I offered to pick someone up to drive there and got changed real quick. We probably got there around like 8 o'clock. So the welcome event itself was alright, nothing really special about it, but it was good to meet people there. The theme was good versus evil, and when you walked in, they had a big balloon arch of like the Maleficent themed, which is really cool. And then they also had a DJ, people dancing, just talking around, bunch of tables set up so you can sit, balloon people, food, a photo booth, and then also character meet and greets with some like hard to find Disney characters such as Quasimodo and the evil witch from Snow White in the like ugly old woman form, like So that was neat. I'm glad I went. Like I said, I met 3 other girls who were living off-site and we talked and got to know each other, so that was good. I probably stayed for like an hour and a half. So that was Tuesday. The next thing I did was Thursday night, I met up with 2 other girls at Disney Springs who I'm working with at my like actual location. We didn't do really anything much. We just met up at Disney Springs at night, walked around a few laps around Disney Springs and just talked, got to know each other. So the next day at Traditions, we would know someone there. So moving on to Traditions. Traditions is the big Disney college program. Like, you are here. Like, you are a cast member. This is your first paid day to being a Disney cast member, which is super exciting, and a ton of stuff happens during it. I was really smart and I filmed a little bit when I was there, like in my car, because I didn't want to film like in front of people like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna enter that video clips I filmed and talk about what happened there in a minute. The Traditions was Friday at 8:40 a.m. You had to be there at 8 o'clock a.m. Now, there were a ton of people there because they had different start times and everyone had to be there at 8 o'clock. So what to wear to Traditions is professional business attire. I will enter a picture of what I wore now. It was really comfortable for me. I had pants, I could walk around easily. We sat a lot during the day. It was also all Megan's clothes except the pants because those are my old work pants coming in handy. But now I'm gonna shoot over to Caitlin and she's gonna talk about what happened at Traditions and everything that went down. Right now I'm on my way to the Disney University for Traditions. This is my outfit. Business. All I've heard is it's kind of like an orientation thing. They teach you about Disney and like the message behind it, everything like that. So I'm really excited. I get my name tag today and my Disney ID so I can go in the parks whenever I want. I'm not going to be filming like when I'm like there like this. I'll try and take some quick videos of some stuff. Obviously I don't know what I can and can't film, but what I can I'll show you guys. So let's get going. I just got there. It's 7:54. I have to be here by 8 at the latest, so we're a little close on time, but it's fine. Let me show you. You can't really see the building. I'll take a video of the building when I'm somewhere, but so exciting, guys. I'm like filming low because not many people know me and I don't want to be that person. People are going in, so I need to go in. Alright, so Traditions just ended. I'm in my car right now at the place still. Trying to film this before tons of people walk by. But I got my name tag. Oh, look at that. That's me, Caitlin. I also got a Mickey hat. See? Official. I'm exhausted, so tired. But before I fall asleep, I'm going to give you guys like a minute recap. Basically, I came here in the morning, we sat down, they split us into groups, and we went upstairs. When we were upstairs, Traditions is the history of Disney. So they taught us what the history of Disney is, obviously, and then the background of Disney, what is Disney, and the messages behind it. And then when you're sitting there, they give you a little gift, they pass out your IDs, they take you on a little trip somewhere, maybe the Magic Kingdom, but very, very exhausting. They give you like a little break where you can have a snack, but I was exhausted and I'm starving right now. I need to go get some food. That's basically it. It was a really good day and it was really fun actually. Like, I'm surprised because it was so much like learning, but it was actually really, really fun. I have my ID. I'll show you guys. Where is it? This is my ID. That's pretty much it. When I'm filming like at my house, I'll talk more about this. I just can't talk. I have way too much stuff to do today. Officially a cast member of the Walt Disney Company. Where is it? And I can't wait for this to start. I don't really remember what I filmed on that TBH, but hopefully I said everything good and talked about it well. Basically, Traditions is just like history of Disney, and you see Magic Kingdom for the first time as a cast member, which is really cool. And then you also get my cast ID, which is super exciting because my first time at Disney was when I was probably 2 months old. Like, don't remember it. Next month I'll be 20 years later from first going to Disney, and now I have one. Then you also get a Mickey hat. Oh my gosh, the amount I've never had one of these, I think, but the amount of Mickey ears I have, but this one, I earned these. It's called earning your ears, and I'm earning them. And then you also get your blue ID here. And packet. This is like the overview of everything that happens and you read about. Super long day. I was exhausted after, but because I had a ton of plans after traditions, I didn't go into the parks like a lot of people did. But I do advise that you should go into the parks after. It's really fun for everyone to go to the parks and you're like, oh, it's my first day as a cast member. Let's all go to Magic Kingdom, see the fireworks. So that was really fun to see everyone's pictures of that. But after traditions, I actually went to Cast Connections before I did some other stuff. So quickly, Cast Connections is basically the Disney big sales store for cast members. I only know about this because when my brother did the program, we were a frequent visitor. Not frequent, Dad. Dad, not frequent. We didn't go there too much. But we were visitors to Cast Connections. And it was really fun because you would get a $40 shirt or sweatshirt for $9 or a mini ears for $7.99. It's such an amazing thing that Disney lets you have a perk of being a cast member, so use that to your advantage. And even if you don't buy anything, every single time you go to Cast Connections is different. But after Cast Connections, that's where my first week of Disney basically ended. I did get my training scheduled for next week. It's going to be extremely busy. I'm going to cry later about it. Kidding. But my training starts Monday and goes for about a week and a half. I'm going to be so busy the next few months, but I am so excited for everything to come, this adventure. I do want to say if there are any specific like Disney videos or Disney College Program videos you guys want to see from me, feel free to let me know. Alright, so make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow all my social media listed down below. I am Caitlin Collins, Valencia College, Disney cast member, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!